I was really frustrated at the lack of results in relation to the amount of effort that I would put into my content. But then I realized, how was I before this? I was a wreck.
Came in with nothing to lose. 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 That mindset is dangerous, so I'm the wrong one to be playing
People
with.
talk a lot about how your life can change if you just keep going and keep staying consistent. I want to talk about how my life has already changed, even though I haven't succeeded in the craft that I'm trying to pursue. I haven't succeeded on a mainstream level with what I'm trying to do, but often I think that as creators, we get too in our head with that. Like, yeah, we didn't succeed, but we have to look at also the process that we've created with our hard work and willingness towards our craft. Like, I can look back and say I'm in a much better place than I was before. Well, before I started making content, before I started making music, before I started pursuing this. Even though I haven't succeeded, my process has been much better. I mean, why? The end question is, why are you doing what you're doing? Do you love this? Do you really love this? Or do you want this for some other reason? If you love this, even trying to pursue what you're pursuing puts you in a state where you're with what you love more. You're not achieving necessarily the goal that you wanted to achieve, but you're with what you love more. Like, that's crazy. Like think about it this way. Like, the one thing I think about a lot is, if I grew up and I was born like not even like 20 years ago, I wouldn't, not even 20. If I was born like 50 years ago, I wouldn't even be able to do this. If I wanted to rap wasn't even like a thing. I mean, it kind of was, but like, let's say 100 years ago, actually, rap, like I wouldn't even be able to do this. I wouldn't even be able to do all this crazy stuff unless I had connections in an industry. I wouldn't even be able to create music on a big level. And what I'm realizing is, like, we're growing up in this age where we don't have to play by the current rules. We really don't. Like, any rules that we want, we can create. Like, look at what these different platforms have had. Why are there different platforms? Why do you see a lot of content creators releasing on independent platforms? Because you really can do whatever you want in this world. The world is truly yours in this day and age. So it's like, first of all, like, we are growing up in a time where we're able to chase this bag. Like, there's not been a better time where we can chase this bag and do what we truly want. We don't need to bend to anybody's will. We can do it, and we can win on our own terms. Like, I would have needed to get with a distributor, prove my worth in an industry to even start this podcast. Now I just pick up a mic and record a video and record audio, and bam, in 1 second, it's on all podcasting sites, streaming, just like your favorite podcast and just like the biggest podcast in the world. And that's a crazy thing. So we don't have to bend to the rules of anyone. We can truly create in this age. That's one thing I think we should all be more grateful for. But two, like, even if you're not winning in content, you're immersing yourself in what you love consistently. Isn't that so cool? Like, I know that we don't want, our current situation is not what we want. We want something better. We also bond with what we create because you want to get out of your situation. It's not only an escape, but it can be a permanent change. You can change your life for the better. Every time you indulge in what you truly believe in and what you love, it brings the best version out of yourself. And every single day you go to that studio, go to that thing to make a video, you know this could be the one, or this could be the thing that sets it off, or I'm taking a step in the right direction. Like one thing I realized is, yeah, I was really, really mad that I wasn't getting any results with making music and content. I'm not going to say any results, but I was really frustrated at the lack of results in relation to the amount of effort that I would put into my content. But then I realized, how was I before this? I was a wreck. I was conforming to other people's opinions. I was insecure. I'm still am insecure to an extent, but regardless of how any of this has gone, I've improved so much as a human being, and my happiness has improved just because I've indulged in what I've created. Every single day, when you indulge in this reality of what you love, you are making it a part of your real reality. Like, every single day. Like, it's just a part of your reality. Your reality is what you spend time on. There's so many options. You can watch a bunch of YouTubers and watch this and that where people are trashing each other. You can watch videos where people are like lifting each other up. You can watch different things. And then what you watch, what you consume is your reality. And every single day, regardless of whether you're making it or not, you're indulging in this reality of what's possible, the reality, the utopia of winning as a content creator. You wish that could happen, but every day you're indulging in it, regardless of the views and the numbers and the streams, you're making it a part of your reality. You're still a streamer. You're still a content creator. You're still a rapper. You're still whatever you're creating, even if you don't have the results. You're making it a part of your reality. Instead of hanging and associating yourself with a lot of the toxic elements of life, you're using this light at the end of the tunnel you're looking at it so much that it doesn't feel like it's at the end of the tunnel. It feels like it's right there. It feels like it's a part of the tunnel. And that in itself is an amazing, amazing belief. So we often don't give ourselves credit for it and don't realize that even if you're not succeeding maybe in the monetary aspects and the views aspects and the stream aspects, you're becoming so much of a more to yourself human being. You're becoming so much more yourself. You're becoming so much better at expressing yourself, and you're really living the reality. You're doing it every day, just like any big creator would do. You just might be doing other stuff at the moment because it's not reached the level that you want it to reach, but that's okay. You're still content creating. You still have the privilege to content create because you were brought up in this time. We all were. We all have this privilege, and you're using it. I'm not saying you're not. You're using it. You're using this privilege correct. Like you're taking advantage of it. You got the ball and you didn't drop it. And now you're literally making it a part of your life. It's so in tune with you that it's a habit. You are a content creator. People couldn't do this years ago, and you're doing it. You're using content to find yourself. Regardless of how the content does, content is also a means to find yourself. That's at the end of the day what it's doing. You keep trying different things, and then you're slowly staring off to what you like, and that will apply universally to your life. This content is not only just going to make you blow up, it's helping you. If you're being yourself, if you're expressing yourself correctly, I don't think there's a correct way to express yourself, but at least if you're expressing yourself, right? Like you're using this to you're finding yourself every day. You're finding yourself and you're failing so much. Yeah, you're failing. Yeah, you're failing. You're failing a lot every day. You get a hate comment. Hate comments are cool because at least the algorithm's hidden. But some days shit doesn't even go anywhere. Like your content doesn't go anywhere. And that sucks. To face that, you put in the effort, but you're finding yourself. You're still a content creator. And that's the biggest reminder. You got the ball and you didn't drop it. You're still a content creator. And that's one of the coolest things that people couldn't do this before, and you can do it, and you're taking advantage of it. You're not taking it for granted. You're a content creator. You're a content creator no matter how many views, how many likes, how many streams you have. You're making it a part of your routine. And I feel like results can be cool here and there, but what I've learned is routine is the biggest change, both positive and negative in happiness for me, right? Like the routine that I had before and the routine that I have now, they've made the biggest change. Results will have temporary happiness and sadness, but the routine, you've made it a part of your routine to create. And that's going to get you more happiness and be more immersed in the reality of possibility in terms of, if you're spiritual, manifesting this possibility every time you're doing it. It's because you believe in it. Every day when you immerse yourself in creating a better future for yourself, you're going to believe that that future is more possible, and that future will become more and more of your reality every single day. It's going to become bigger. It's going to become more real. And soon the reality that you once thought, the cynical reality, the reality that filled with toxicity that you didn't like, it's not as big as it used to be because you're not spending as much time in it. And you could call this delusional, but I think it's investing in a dream, in a realistic lens. If you know what it takes, you know that you got to put in the work, but you put in the work the way you want to. And you're constantly trying to find a way to get your balance, your creative mindset and the current trends. without bending too much to it, which is an extremely hard thing to do, I wouldn't call that delusional. And even if it is, be delusional. Be delusional to some people if it means immersing yourself in your dream. The dream of what you want and you can achieve. Making it a part of your routine is the biggest dub over everything else. So I'm grateful to have this as a part of my routine. I'm grateful to wake up and do these podcasts every day, no matter how many streams they get. And you're a creator. You should be proud of that. It's an amazing thing.